Where do I even begin with this, man? Where do I even begin? Let's talk about it. Now, I wasn't expecting myself to make a video like this or create something like this at all. And to be honest, I've seen other people do it and they do it way better than me. So this might be a one-time thing. I'm hoping it's not, because I want to do more stuff like this in the future and possibly make a mini series from this, you know. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Maybe it doesn't even become a mini series. It might become a big deal, you know, on this channel. Who knows? But I don't know if you could tell by the thumbnail or the title itself. I'm just gonna spoil it for you anyways. Today, for the first time on this YouTube channel, we are gonna be doing a no spoiler review for the new movie Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, if you guys have not seen Spider-Man No Way Home and you're willing to watch it, I suggest you go and watch the film before you watch this, you know, breakdown, I guess you could say. It's not really a breakdown because I don't want to reveal anything, to be honest. As I say, I'm really going to be bad at this, so bear with me. But I'm kind of going to give you just my overall thoughts on the film itself. I'm not going to spoil the story. If you haven't seen the story, it's definitely worth going to the cinemas and watching it. If you dedicated not watching any trailers and not seeing any posters of Spider-Man, you need to go to the cinemas and watch it, okay? There's no point in watching it on your phone. No, you need to watch this. Well, there's nothing on the screen. But if Spider-Man was on the screen, it's definitely worth watching on the big screen, you know what I mean? At the cinemas, you know? But I kind of want to start the review off by saying this. There were questions that I wanted answers to that were answered in this film. And there were questions that I wanted answers to that weren't answered. Now, for those that weren't answered, don't be disappointed one bit. I know a lot of you have so many questions just roaming into your head. Do not be disappointed if those questions that you wanted answers to weren't answered. Because I was not disappointed. Because I know for a fact that in any of the other Marvel future films or series that's coming out, they're going to have answers to what we want, you know? But this film, I'm just going to say it right now, this was beautiful. Absolutely astonishing. I know for a lot of people, the first half was boring, alright? Genuinely boring, alright? To a point where you could snore throughout the first half. For me, I didn't care less. I wanted to enjoy Spider-Man, regardless if it had a slow-paced start and an incredible second half to third half, alright? Or third half, does that really make sense? But you know what I mean. I couldn't care less how the pacing was for this. Because I'm a huge Spider-Man mark, okay? I did have a t-shirt of Spider-Man and that got ruined, so kind of upset about that. But that's besides the point. As I was going back to what I was saying, this film from the start was boring. But for me, I didn't mind it. Now, obviously you guys might know I'm a wrestling geek. I'm a wrestling mark. I love wrestling. And sometimes there's matches out there that is classified as some of the best wrestling matches of all time. They have a slow-paced start because they want to build towards the second half of the match itself. Look at the match like Shawn Michaels vs The Undertaker at WrestleMania 25. That match was slow at the start and then it picked up the pace and it was incredible. The sequences that happened in the second half was just brilliant and the storytelling was just mesmerizing. Look at that match. Look at the match between Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole, their first encounter. That match was a 2 out of 3 pinfalls match. The first 2 falls were boring. It was slow storytelling. I didn't mind it because I loved it. I love slow storytelling. I don't know why. It's just something with me. I just love it. The second half just blew the first and the second fall out of the waters. It was like, yep, I'm gonna skyrocket so high to the moon, no one's gonna catch me. You know what I mean? And it's that kind of storytelling that makes a film great. I'm in the minority that didn't mind the first half. It was slow, but it was building towards the second half of this film. And can I say, watching this film as a whole, some people underestimate Tom Holland. He was phenomenal in this movie. His acting was top notch and you could really believe his character. You could really believe and sympathize with him, with what he's been through, what he's going through, with the madness that's been happening after what happened in Far From Home, the aftermaths to that. He's still affected by that. Not only hats off to him, hats off to everyone that was in this film that freaking delivered a masterpiece. It was phenomenal. And obviously, this film did have its mistakes. Some jokes didn't really click with me. But I just brushed it off because I just wanted to enjoy a Spider-Man film. And can I say, I'm gonna give the props to the audience that we were with. We were in a packed screening, and it was the most incredible feeling I have ever had. I have never been to a film where it was jam-packed, and I've never heard a reaction like the crowd did. The reaction was insane. Like, genuinely, I will never forget it. I felt like I was in a crowd for a, football game. I was in a crowd for a wrestling match, It was just a wrestling show, I should say. It felt like that, and it was just incredible. It really captivated my experience and just made it better with the audience there. And if I was to say something, book your tickets now, guys. Book it now. Because when you experience this with an audience, they are going to bring everything to a higher level. Everyone was just captivated by everything, and I've never experienced something like that. And genuinely, because of that experience, I want to go and watch Spider-Man again with a crowd, I just need friends to go with, because at the moment I don't think I've got anyone that wants to go with me to watch this film again. This experience was just incredible. Absolutely incredible. It's definitely worth watching with a crowd, because they eat it up, man. They eat it up. Now, where do I rate this film? This was very tough for me, because Black Panther holds a very special place in my heart. As Chadwick Boseman passed away the day of my birthday, it was painful for me to hear the news when he passed away. And it was sad. It was really sad. And I remember that day I watched Black Panther again. And I've put my rating on that film so high that I considered it as one of the best Marvel films of all time. And nothing beats that. The cinematography for that film, the atmosphere, the soundtrack, the character development, character design. It was brilliant. And one thing I want to mention, which I didn't mention at the start of this review, which is why I'm really bad at this. Storytelling is so important. Storytelling is so important that if you lack it, the audience is going to show it. The reason why I loved Black Panther is because of the story and the way they structured it. It was brilliant. Far From Home did the exact same thing from start to end. Yes, the start was very slow, but it picked up, and the story it increased by tenfold. It was insane. And going back to Black Panther, I rated it that much because, as I say, Chadwick holds a special place in a lot of people's heart. I was thinking no film would beat this. Ever. No film will become above Black Panther. Then I watched No Way Home. And people are going to disagree with me. People probably might even agree with me. Who knows? There's a reason why I'm putting it so high. Is because this is not only the best Spider-Man movie of all time. This will go down as one of the best Marvel movies of all time. And not only that, in my honest opinion, that film, Spider-Man No Way Home, will go down as the best superhero film of all time. Now, some people will disagree with me. That's just my honest opinion. I don't think I've ever experienced that It reminded me of like a roller coaster ride. This film was like a roller coaster ride of so many emotions that it was like 1 minute I'm crying, 1 minute I'm laughing, 1 minute I'm like angry, 1 minute I'm like shocked, like what the frick just happened? I just had an out of body experience, JR, you know?
I just had an out of body experience.
It was just a roller coaster ride of so many emotions. Like, it just reminded me of that one roller coaster ride that you just want to go on again and again and again, because it was just that good. It really was phenomenal. This film was exactly what I wanted it to be, and you guys will not be disappointed one bit. You won't be. This was brilliant from top to bottom. It is definitely worth watching, and I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10. I rarely rate movies that high. I didn't even rate Endgame a 10 out of 10. It was like a 9.5 out of 10, you know? Black Panther is 10 out of 10 for me. But there's just something about Spider-Man No Way Home that just beats Black Panther. I know a lot of people are going to be very angry about that. That's just my honest opinion. But this film, it is just a beautiful sight to see. This film was a beautiful sight to see, and I loved it. And I cannot honestly wait to watch it again. It is that good that I want to watch it again, you know? So good. And it's definitely worth watching it at the cinemas, okay? Don't watch it on your phone. Don't watch it on your TV, mate. Nah. Before you decide to watch it on your TV, you need to go to the cinemas, okay? You need to go to the cinemas and watch it there, okay? Because trust me, it is an experience. I'm stuttering because I'm still shocked with what I watched. It is an experience that you will absolutely enjoy on the big screen, and you will not regret it. If you're a Spider-Man fan and you're dedicated, you're going to love this film. So that's my review. It's not the greatest review. I know people have done it better than me. Obviously, they're absolute geeks when it comes to this kind of stuff. I'm new to this, okay? I'm not great, okay? I'm not. But that is my review for Spider-Man. This was just brilliant. This was a film that you need to go to the cinemas and watch it honestly, because it is worth your time. It is worth your money. It is worth your time. And you're going to walk out having goosebumps still. It was just that good. And you probably might be feeling so many emotions that you're going to have to recover the next 2 days to be back to normal. But this was an experience that you genuinely will love. I probably might do a spoiler review on this because there is a lot that I want to talk about, you know. But I'm going to save that for another time. I'm going to see if I can actually get friends to come along and do like a podcast talking about this film, because I know a few friends of mine have watched it, and I know they would love to give their honest opinion about this film and what they thought of it and everything. And yeah, man, I will say that there are 2 cutscenes in this film, and it's definitely worth watching. Wait until the movie is completely finished, because you do not want to miss those 2 cutscenes. It is needed to be watched. Let's just say that. So yeah, apart from that, hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. I absolutely love Spider-Man. If you watched it, let me know what you thought of it. Obviously, do not spoil anything, because otherwise your comment might be deleted. I will delete the comments, as Matt Hardy would say. Delete. Yeah, you get it. But that's gonna be it for me, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed today's review on Spider-Man No Way Home. Let me know what you thought about it. Give me your thoughts. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's review, and I'll see you all in the next video, and hopefully I do another review soon. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.